sometimes there comes pain, but what's the biggest challenge you've gone through so far?
The office landscape has changed, so much since COVID. It's unrecognisable, really.
You're bigger outside Northamptonshire than what you are inside in terms of your client base. You've got more clients outside of the county.
Yeah. I mean,
and
we have, yeah.
Is that sort of on purpose?
So Simply Business Services is bringing in all of our portfolio of companies into one roof, so we can sell the whole thing as a complete solution. So you've got Workspace, Techspace and Comspace.
This episode of All Things Business, the podcast, is brought to you by our digital media partner, DFA Law. DFA Law, providers of expert and dedicated legal advice to businesses and families since 1838. DFA Law, the law firm for life.
Gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah, and you. Now, first of all, just introduce yourselves, because some of our watchers and viewers will know you both, or maybe know one of you. But Matt, just introduce yourself. We'll go over to you, John.
So I'm Matt from Simply Techspace, Matt Dann. I've been in the industry for about 26 years. And that's about it.
Go on, John.
So I'm Jon Bautista. I've been in the industry for 25 years now, yeah.
Yeah?
Simply Workspace.
Feels
is my
it as well.
business.
Now, first of all, for those watching, you'll see that I've obviously got the memo wrong because I haven't got my legs out today. There's me thinking, right, I know what the boys are going. I should have probably
Clinging on to summer.
Yeah. Well, we say that. I know we're filming this on a Friday, but next week's going to be 30.
Apparently so.
Each day.
35, all right, I'm in Turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Neither of us are here.
Good man. So, listen, gents, we've featured you in All Things Business on a few occasions now, and we've followed your journey from inception, which was 18 months ago.
Yeah, just over, yeah.
September 23.
Yeah, and we were talking off before Arthur press play, or record, sorry, and you got 20 staff now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now that's some growth in 18 months. So talk me through how, because we've known each other for
Quite a few
15 years.
Probably more.
And the rest.
Yeah,
Probably more.
and I think we've got loads of different people in common that we know in terms of friends and acquaintances and customers, etc. But John Harley's probably one of the most special guys that we know. You obviously both worked with him for a number of years, and Michael's obviously a mutual great friend of ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you get into the industry?
Well, in IT, I like gadgets, toys, games. I love all that kind of stuff. So I decided I wanted to build my own PCs and things like that. And then I thought, actually, I can make a living out of this. So then I got into IT, building PCs for a company, selling them. Then I thought I wanted more than that. And that's when I ended up at ACS in 2001, something like that, 2000. And that's how I got into the industry. And then, obviously, once you're in it, you can't get out.
Well, Northamptonshire, we're a bit of a hotspot, really, aren't we? For
it's like
IT
Silicon Alley
companies.
around here.
It is, and I think like most industries, people tend to stay within them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you were showing me a picture from a lunch that we went to up in Liverpool.
2011.
Yeah,
Christmas.
no beard.
No
Three
beard.
less chins.
3 less chins, yeah.
That's just
no
you.
grey, and no grey hairs. Yeah.
And John, what about you? How did you get in the industry?
So, yeah, I fell into it really about the same time. Matt and I started at ACS, 2001. I think I might have been 2002. I fell into it and have kind of never looked back. So it's sort of 23, 24 years. And yeah, it's been good. It has its ups and downs, but it's good. It's definitely good now.
Now, look, you're both very well known across the county, and I hope I've got this right, but I've almost sort of got Matt as like the king or the leader of IT within the business, and your office the king and the leader of office fit out. Is that about?
Yeah,
would that be about
100%.
fair?
Yeah,
that's it.
He's
Absolutely.
the wooden end of the business, we say.
Yeah, the wooden end.
The wooden end.
In every way.
Well, John, if I may, I want to, because office environments, office fit outs is such a vital part of, I think, of any business that's employing, I don't know, maybe 10 plus people, right?
Yeah.
Because we spend more time at the office than what we do at home with our families Monday to Friday, which
absolutely.
is a sad thing, I suppose. So it's got to be welcoming, it's got to be warm, it's got to bring all that collaboration together.
Yeah, absolutely.
How have you found it since we've come back from COVID? I don't want to go back in time, but people still now are, we've got that hybrid. We're in the office today, and we give people this chance to work from home on a Wednesday and a Friday.
Yeah.
So we're not back even 5 days a week, and that isn't going to change. How have you found it from your point of view as a professional?
The office landscape has changed, so much since COVID. It's unrecognisable, really. You hit on the word hybrid. We interview a lot of people in what we do for positions in the company, and a big part of what they're asking us is, can I work from home? How many days each week can I work from home for? That's a massive thing. And when people come into the office now, they don't want to come in, sit at a desk, just rows and rows of desks with screens on. That's not what people want anymore.
The old traditional call centre.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's like back to back, and
who wants that? No one wants that. So nowadays people want to come in and be comfortable and see green things on the walls, and they want a home in the office, basically a home environment in the office. And it's still evolving. It will continue to evolve. So it's changed massively.
And where do you get the inspiration from for like the designs and stuff? Because when I visit London clients, I don't know if it's just because they're in London, but it's just completely different to what it is up here. Although, there are a number of businesses more recently that have had refurbs, and you go around and you go, actually, wow, this is pretty impressive as a workspace, work environment. But how to keep on top of trends and stuff? Where do you get the inspiration from for that?
That varies, to be honest. I mean, it's a lot of the time we're led by clients. They come with their own ideas of what they'd like. We develop from there and then put our ideas and stamps on that to come up with an end product. But we track industry trends. We speak to manufacturers. We deal with probably 25 manufacturers across the UK in terms of office furniture. We work with various designers as well. You can imagine the sort of wacky ideas that they want, which might not always be in budget or be a bit out there, but between all of us, we always come up with a great end product that suits the client's need.
I'm intrigued by wackiness. Give me an example like of something that's been either you've worked on or maybe pitched for that's been a bit wacky.
Well, when you talk about London offices and environments that are a bit out there, if you like, the one you might always think of is the slide in the Google offices between floors, ball pits.
That's
we've seen
Square, isn't it?
Yeah, trees in offices, fruit on trees in offices. It's some of the things people ask for are unbelievable. Moss panels on walls, although that's not real.
You forgot the lead you got for a gentleman's establishment.
Oh yeah, that was a while back. Ago. Yeah, so it's there's so many different opportunities we get to put our stamp and to collaborate with different people to come up with what is an ideal workspace.
But I imagine it's very satisfying from a job satisfaction perspective. When you see a project from the beginning and it's a bit of a shell, or maybe it's a bit of a dump.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it's transitions through.
Absolutely.
And you're almost like handing the keys over.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously 7 years ago when I started Workspace, Simply Workspace, we did all the furniture, we did the design, the refurb. So doing that now and then being able to come in afterwards and put all the IT telephony on is different level of satisfaction, isn't it? So it's great.
We've had projects where an NHS hospital wanted 30 screens on a wall. So it's a blank canvas, and we put 30 screens on the wall that point out where beds are being used and not being used. Again, satisfaction. When you see the end product, it's like, wow, we've done that. Quite satisfying.
Yeah, definitely. And so now coming on to you, Matt. Then, match made in heaven, isn't it? In terms of the opportunities of lead. Well,
easy.
Yeah. Well, obviously your friendship as well. But in terms of if there's an opportunity, if workspace of kitting out or refurbing an office or even just supplying furniture. Every office has got IT and telephony. Yep,
absolutely. So, as I said, we can offer the complete solution. John will go in, measure it, fit it out, put the panels on the wall, carpet, tables, chairs. We can then put all the connectivity, IT, Wi-Fi, telephone, screens, and then support it on top as well. So it is a true complete service.
And every industry's changed as it evolves, etc. But the world that we live in now, in terms of IT in particular, is just forever
changing.
Yeah. How do you and your team keep on top of that in terms of I suppose seeing the trends, but as we look forward into next year, for example, I mean, who would have? And I'm going to sound, I might be a traditionalist and I might be old school here, and you'll probably laugh at this, but who would have thought that I'm using 8x8 as an example, right? But that's a pretty simple, in this world now, it's a simple service. But 5-6 years ago, if you'd said to me that we only need, so we've got 24 staff here, but we've probably only got 8 handsets.
Yeah.
And it's all plumbed in. So when people do work from home, if it rings twice, it's not answered here. It goes through to somebody at home, usually Arthur. Arthur gets frustrated if it doesn't. But 5-6 years ago, that would have sort of been like, that's a million years away.
Yeah. Well,
it's life now, isn't it?
Yeah,
life,
handsets are pretty much dead now anyway. So we all run a system where it's all on our mobiles. You have an app, and you can have a local number anywhere in the world. So we have a chap that works out in Dubai. He rings from an 01604 number, and you just have an app on your phone, and that's the way forward.
You just dropped the Dubai.
Oh,
you got to tell me about that, Matt. Like, we've got a colleague in Dubai, and he rings off an 01604 number. Got to come and talk to me about that.
So part of our expansion, we've been looking into different areas of the world and selling. So we don't just support people in the UK. We support people in Belgium, Italy, Thailand. We've got a chap in Dubai that does sales for us, bringing in business for us, and it's a growth area for us.
Yeah, because again, and I probably underestimated this, but, so forgive me, but you're bigger outside Northamptonshire than what you are inside in terms of your client base. You've got more clients outside of the county.
Yeah. I mean, we have.
Is that sort of on purpose, or is it accident?
Not
accident?
Really. I mean, we are quite big in the county with our support, because we try to be sort of 50, 60 mile radius, and we're growing with certain people because there's a big opportunity still. But because of the people we've employed, so we're not. You go back to tradition, a lot of businesses want people to work from an office locally. We will go anywhere. So we've got a guy in Llandudno, a guy in Leeds, another guy coming in Leeds, a lady down in Farnborough, a chap in Peterborough, one in Dubai, speaking to people in Scotland. So we will go anywhere where the business is. And people still buy locally, but because you've got someone that caters for Manchester, we've got accounts in Manchester. Because we've got someone that caters for someone in London, we've got accounts in London. So there is no limits. I think what we talked about tradition, the world's become smaller, so you could be anywhere and do the same job.
We're Cottons Group, accountants who go beyond the numbers to support the people behind each business. Trusted across the Midlands and further afield for over 40 years, we bring clarity, confidence, and practical advice that saves you money. From tax and annual accounts to payroll, self-assessment, and buying or selling a company, we're with you at every stage. Cottons Group, real advice for real businesses. Visit cottonsgroup.com to learn more.
Look, we're approaching Q4 now of 2025. On reflection, this been a good year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not to talk actual figures, but from year one on Techspace, we'll double, more than probably triple our turnover this year on Techspace alone. Workspace has almost doubled as well. So, no complaints. We just want more of it now.
Challenge. Every business goes through challenges at some point, but what's been the biggest challenge? Because with that growth, sometimes there comes pain. But what's the biggest challenge you've gone through so far?
I'd say the biggest challenge is because we've gone from 2 to 20 people. It's trying to step back and let other people do what you've been doing. Delegation, trusting in other people to run what. Both John and I are on holiday next week at the same time.
Oh,
which
what, together? You going to Turkey
we're not
as
going
well?
together.
Not
no,
together.
He's going somewhere else.
Need a break from him.
That would have given me nightmares. It still does. But we've got people we know that we trust to run the business. And that's the thing about being a business. You need to be able to employ people that make it run when you're not there. If I get run over by a bus tomorrow, the business still needs to run. Same with John.
When we agreed we were going to do this just over 2 years ago, we sat down and wrote a business plan and said, what is it we're wanting to achieve here and how we're going to do it. One of the things that really stood out was that the people who we bring on board to help us and to grow with us and take it to where we want it to go have to be in the middle of everything we do. So we're going to treat them right. We're going to pay them right. We're going to, really engage them and make sure they feel that they're part of something. And we've kind of never lost sight of that. We've developed that and grown that to quite a nice level, I think. And it's working.
The people we trust, they're our solid core, and we can only grow from that. And we've made mistakes along the way. You always do. Someone has sold us the dream and it's turned into a nightmare. You've got to react quickly to that. But what we've got at the moment is a solid core, good people.
Yeah, somebody said to me years ago about people, and I was sort of, I'd love to be in a position where you're employing 20 plus people. That means success and growth. But I'm blessed to work with a bunch of talented people every day, but collectively we still have people challenges every single week.
100%.
And
still to this day.
and I have this motto, like our asset is time. That's what we're not selling widgets, right? So it's time that we've got.
Yeah.
And it's that mindset of going, right, if I'm firefighting with people problems for 6 hours a week or 2 hours a week or 10 hours a week, depending on that's been a deflection of the business because I haven't been able to go and do something else, which potentially earns us money. And I used to get really frustrated about that. And my mindset's changed because of our mutual friend, or one of them, Claire, CE people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she's great, and she's come in and she's just done our annual reviews and stuff, and implemented some different procedures going forward, which we're already seeing a positive impact on.
They're brilliant. To put a shout out to Claire there, we were their first client.
Well,
they've been an absolute game changer for us, because running any size of business, you can't, as a business owner, whilst working in it, doing your own thing as well, do everything else that runs alongside
working
it.
on the business and in the business.
Yeah, all of that sort of
Your own
stuff. And,
homework.
Claire and Emma have taken so much off our hands, and we've just agreed again with them the next phase, which will take another load of day-to-day off of our hands. Time. So,
and there's the connection there. We all work together at ACS.
Yeah.
So, where are you off on holiday, John?
I'm going to Portugal for a week.
Very nice. So,
wait.
outside of work, then, gents, what do you where are you going to take the team on either your summer social or at Christmas? What do you like to do with the team?
We've got a few incentives in place,
Yeah, we have
actually,
a few
that everyone's
incentives in
working
place.
towards. So,
What we did, we sat around, we need to do it again, but we sat around in our first ever sales meeting and said, everybody put a name in the hat of a place you really want to go.
Oh, I love that.
And when we hit X, we'll go. So everyone's put a name in the hat.
Well, then you draw it
And we
before
draw it out, and
before they know, or once you've hit
Well,
X.
As you said, he'll be going to this place when we hit X.
it was places ranging from Benidorm to Monaco, so obviously it was Monaco. I think it was Monaco.
Matt's put Benidorm, you've put Monaco.
I was Benidorm, actually.
I was Ibiza.
Oh, fantastic! So where is it?
We'll probably end up
Benidorm,
doing
probably.
a couple of places, but probably both at some point.
I mean,
it's going that way. So again, putting the people in the middle,
Letting them
rewarding
make
everyone.
decisions.
All of that. Yeah.
And we try to have a social every other month, but local, curry, a few beers on the Welly Road, because it's old school and it keeps it's what they like.
Yeah. No, good. So as we go into 2026, fast forward, what does 2026 look like? So if we're approaching Q4 of 2026, having this conversation, what does success look like for you next year?
Growth within our support client base, growth within the business.
Yeah, but go on. In growth, is that in terms of figures, revenue?
Yeah, it'll be absolutely revenue, staff. Will office wise, we're already assessing the space we've moved into less than a year ago. Which is good, bad problems, as we call it.
A year ago today, actually, we moved in.
Is it really?
Actually, yeah, we moved in. So when we first started, we got this office. We thought this will last us for a good 5 years, and we were outgrown it after 6 months.
Really?
We were all squashed in this little office. So we got this other one, and we're outgrowing it already.
So new premises next year?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. If Mark's watching, can we have a chat about the lease, please? Can you cut that bit?
Yeah, cut that a bit. We have a thing, don't we? Good, bad problems.
Yeah, good, bad problems.
Yeah, good, bad problems.
Which we always come over in, however hard a scenario it is to get over. We always overcome them
absolutely.
in the end, And that's the thing, in terms of the partnership between us, we're very different people.
Yeah.
in terms of how we work, how we go about things in general in life, how we approach things, which is why it works, we think,
I still think I'm 21 years old. I'm mental.
Yeah, definitely mental.
And then from a workspace perspective for next year?
Yeah, so earlier this year, I added someone to the team, and he's been brilliant. He's a game changer, great guy, great experience. We just want to grow on that, maybe 1 or 2 more if we can find the right people. Again, all about the right people, because...
Go on, who's that?
That's Will. He's got some good skin in the game, and it's just, taking it to another level. He's brought his own ideas and experiences in, which is what you want from staff. We've always said we never want to take people on and say to them, there's your PC, this is how you use it, there's your phone, there's your list of customers, this is how you do your job. We want people to come in and show us ideas, share their experiences with us and help us in that way, because that will benefit them ultimately as well.
Now, sorry, go on.
We don't patronise people. It's the same with our customers. We don't patronise our support clients. There's a lot of people out there that, have you switched it off and on again? Have you done this? People aren't stupid nowadays.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah. Well, people aren't stupid nowadays. So
I'd
we
be
take
your worst
them to
nightmare,
another
mate.
level.
I would.
Well, maybe some people.
Well, I just scream at Arthur, don't I, mate? No? Well, I'm going to get Arthur on here one day.
That filters through the whole business. That's how we treat. We treat people how we want to be treated.
Now, another mutual connection is one of your latest recruits, Jay.
Yes.
So tell us about Simply BS.
Business services.
Sorry. Who come up with Simply BS?
I came up with it, but our accountant, when we discussed it with him, he was like, yeah, it's a great idea, fellas. Do you realise that's Simply BS, don't you? Well, we fell about laughing. We didn't even think about it.
Ordered the domain straight away.
And it's stuck. It's kind of stuck, So it's, I think it just shows a bit of personality as well. And
it's funny. I mean, she's come in to drive that.
This is the same accountant whose strapline, I think, is... what's the second word? It's F, legendary, B, or... Oh, yeah.
That's it. F average, B legendary.
That is it. But it's a tongue-in-cheek play.
Yeah,
play
no,
what we
listen,
do.
Tell us about
the whole thing. So Simply Business Services is bringing in all of our portfolio of companies into one roof, so we can sell the whole thing as a complete solution. So you've got Workspace, Techspace, and Comspace. So Comspace is one of our newer businesses where we've spun off our phones, telephony, and connectivity into that. So Jay can go to a business and sell the complete solution. Whereas, sometimes if you go to a networking event and they only want furniture type people in there or technical people in there, she can sell all 3.
So it's, in a way, FD's dream. Or
Yeah.
a procurement
Yeah, pretty
officer,
much,
manager's
One bill.
dream.
Yeah. One invoice, one point of contact.
Yeah.
And that's the idea. It's an umbrella, isn't it?
Yeah. And she's been with us 2 weeks and she's a bit of a whirlwind.
Yeah, but she's great. She, we've known her for a while.
Yep.
We identified her as would be good for us quite a while back, and as things progress, we saw her out and about. It was a natural thing, wasn't it, for her to come and work with us? And she actually lives next door to me, which is random as well. So there's no sick days or anything for her moving forward.
Good stuff. So, as we approach the end of this episode, I ask this question to all of our guests, and this is your dinner party. All right? So, Saturday night, dinner party for 4. Who are you inviting, Matt, and why? And I'll come on to you, JB.
Dead or alive, or?
Yeah, past or present. Or, John, you can kick us off.
You go, John. I'll have a think.
I think for me it'd be Paul Weller. Big Paul Weller fan. Elvis, I think they'd get on quite well.
Oh, I didn't realise you was into your music.
Oh, yeah, I like my music. I do quite a good Elvis impression. If we weren't here, when the camera goes off, I'll show you. And probably Freddie Mercury.
Oh, goodness.
3 musicians?
Yeah, definitely. Yours?
Okay. Mate, depends what day of the week it is. But this isn't about me, it's about you two.
Fair enough.
But I do have different, I genuinely have, because I've had this conversation. It's a great dinner conversation when you're out.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one to answer.
Because it depends on what day of the week it is and what you're eating and where you're going.
Well, I've just been to see Oasis, so I wouldn't mind the Gallagher brothers round. So Liam and Noel on the table.
Yeah, but I don't know if you get them 2 around the table, would you?
Well, I'd like to. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? And maybe some sort of Liverpool player, Liverpool legend. Probably Jota that's just passed away.
No, okay, yeah. Nice touch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And obviously, Northamptonians.
Yep.
So, or Northamptonshire-onians.
Born and bred.
Born and bred. Where's your go-to restaurant Where would you take the lads to? Because we both chosen all lads. What's your
You
favourite?
can't beat a Tamarind if you want a curry on the Welly Road. I live on the Welly Road, so I have lots of favourite restaurants. But I do love Nuovo.
Yeah, Stuart gets a lot of love.
I do love
Nuovo
Nuovo.
comes up quite
Yeah,
a bit.
it's good food.
Yeah, he's good.
Really good food. Mine would
Really
be.
I love Nuovo, but I loved Pappuccino's when Stuart had
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that was
fun.
always good,
brilliant.
wasn't it?
And you never
Yeah,
used to
always
get
good.
phone reception.
Yeah.
So you could go down there for
That's it, down the
you could
stairs.
be,
Leave you alone.
You could be there for 3 or 4 hours and come up and it's but yeah.
And you couldn't beat a Buddies as well.
Yeah, do you know what Buddies works?
Buddies, that's going back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes me
Go on,
feel old,
what
that.
about you, John?
Mine at the minute would be the Cherry Tree in Houghton. Is it Little Houghton? Old Houghton?
The four.
Little Houghton. Great Houghton.
Great Houghton.
Oh, okay, not the 4 pairs.
I like the 4 pairs. But
Cherry Tree.
the Cherry Tree, the old Cherry Tree, really good food. Really small, old village, like chocolate box styly. The food is really good at the minute there, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah,
that
we'll
one
go.
out.
We'll go.
Right, guys, thanks ever so much. I really enjoyed it, and I've learned a lot more about you and your businesses, as a result of this. And we're going to follow the journey, and we're going to sit down again next year and see how it's going.
Perfect.
All right,
Look forward to it. Thanks for your time.
all right, Trig.
Marley.
Cheers, Ben. Thanks, mate.